recording. We're good. Okay.
Are we recording?
Yes, we are.
Are my voice levels are low?
Your voice levels are a little high.
Are they normal?
They're normal. They're normal.
Okay.
You're peaking at minus 2.2.
Minus 2.2.
Which is good. It's good. If you are in between 0 and minus 6, apparently that's a good thing. I really don't know. I learned this on the YouTubes.
11 episodes, guys, and he's an audio extraordinaire over here.
Bro, I've watched every single...
Can I talk to my audience real quick?
Please.
I want you to know, I sit in this chair for at least 20 minutes before we're ready to record because he figures out the audio levels. First he says it's good, and then he doesn't say it's not good. And then he says...
What do I say then?
My voice is normal, but my voice can change.
True.
So how do you want me to speak? You want me to speak like a robot, like a monotone?
Actually, I do not. I want you to unleash your Greek.
Do you know where I'm coming from?
That's
Greek,
what I'm saying. Your Greek emotions. I want your Greek emotions
you do and you don't, though, I think.
To exude.
I think you do and you don't.
That's actually pretty accurate. I do and I don't. You're right. But I most do. I more do than don't. But I a little bit don't. You know what I'm saying?
So it's more don't.
No, it's more do.
It's more do.
It's more do, but there's a little don't in it. Because then, I'm trying then to put everything together. I'm like, this motherfucker has to just, and it's a little bit.
I'm monkey now? What's up with the monkey sounds?
I was just going different beach.
What a great start to episode 11. What a great start to episode 11,
welcome, guys. Yes.
Welcome, Tito. How are you?
I'm pretty good, bro. I'm pretty good, Just the apps keep coming, We're so committed. We're having fun. There is so much to talk about now.
There is.
It looks like ever since we became serious about releasing at least for now, but probably
bi-weekly,
probably later even more. It looks like a lot of things are popping on the cult.
A lot of interesting stuff has been going on, man.
Yeah. Do you ever think that Corona has unraveled society in some obscure ways, and more things are happening because of it?
I mean, I think more things are being focused on rather than the coronavirus itself.
True. That's
so
true.
other topics are popping up around this in the stories are happening.
Yeah. I kind of miss Trump, not gonna lie.
I think
very random, I know.
Well, I mean, I heard myself there. Fuck. You know what? But go fuck yourself.
No, I'll fix it later. But I'm just saying. I told you to be conscious. You're conscious.
I'm sorry. Okay.
It's good.
All right.
Keep going.
I mean, with your hat that's going on over there, you're not too far off from the Donald Trump dude.
And this is from China too.
Of course it is.
Like the mega hats in the greatest paradox.
So I was just telling Tito, I hate these kind of trucker. I hate trucker hats. I'm not a big fan of trucker hats.
And give them the rationality behind it, please.
They just look stupid. You look like if you wear trucker hats like this guy over here, you look like an idiot. I'm gonna say it out loud.
Yeah, but again, you just said the fact. But why? There is no why. You just consider this idiot. It's an idiot.
It just doesn't look good. It's all puffy in the beginning. It's all puffy in the front. It's large. It looks stupid.
It's large. You don't like the mesh. You don't want my head to breathe.
Dude, you look stupid.
Like you want yours cooking the bacteria.
You know who makes these kind of hats? Fucking stupid people. Bujesas makes stupid hats.
Bujesas at the beach. I see a bujesa at the beach eating, some tzatziki there. That's what I see. That's what I see wearing this hat.
But come on, man. You look like you bought that hat outside of an Atletico Madrid
knockoff store.
What of those things? Not even in Spain.
No. Oh, yeah. That's even funnier. But I bet they have similar hats. Around the stores, you have the license store, right?
Yeah.
And then you have all these pop-up tents that they put at the day of the game. Then you have all this knockoff, really shitty, sometimes kind of blurry at times merchandise. Those are my favorite things. I found so many. So I have so many weird Atletico Madrid things.
Me too. I had bought some things all outside of Yankee Stadium.
But they look fake.
Shitty. They look fake and shitty.
But it's a nice decay. It's a nice thing.
I agree with you. I just don't like those kind of hats though.
Okay. Well, I mean, I see your point. I see there's
it's a little
some puffing
it's
going
a little
here.
awkward.
Look at this.
It's an awkward looking thing.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. I think it's this for the small hat people, just to make them look.
How much did you buy that hat for?
This hat? Bro, AliExpress, my brother.
$5.
It was $7.
Oof, I was close.
Yeah. No, let me tell you, I don't want to rant about fucking AliExpress, but AliExpress has got under my skin.
What the fuck is AliExpress?
Yeah, it's kind of long to explain. AliExpress is it's a Chinese store.
Okay.
It's a store where you can buy pretty much anything that you could think of. Really, mostly knockoffs of anything you can think of. Mm-hmm. You could think of, and it used to be this great thing that you can just go on a trip, if you will, an adventure to see what you could find for under $1, right?
Okay.
So I have a bunch of stuff. I have a self-defense keychain. I have a card that turns into a knife.
Why
I have
do you have those,
some reflected. Yeah.
Why do you have those?
Because some 3-4 years ago, I used to go on that AliExpress, and I will start with something, and then it will give you related things, and then you'll go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And then I had a roll and said, oh, I'm gonna do an overhaul of things over here, but I'm going only to order things that are under $1. So I will look like the best weirdest shit that I can find for $1. Well, now, ever since the pandemic started, these fuckers have jacked out the price.
Easily.
I don't know why. I guess I know why, because those chinos now, they want to eat 3 times a day, or they want to have a house or something. What the fuck? They probably entered middle class already, and now everything is like $2 and up. And I'm like,
people gotta make their money, man.
yeah, well, I guess they do. But 2 years ago,
The economy
everything was like
literally
85
shut down
cents.
last year, so of course the prices are gonna be raised.
It sucks. Matter of fact, do you ever think about the fact that ever since Corona started, everything has gone up in price? Everything. It doesn't have to be related to the Corona, to the pandemic. Everything is up.
Not Arizona green tea.
What?
Arizona green tea, the tall boys, the cans.
What about it?
They're
Is it
all-
still 99 cents?
Still 99 cents, bro.
Well, yeah, because that's the whole
They're
sale
not
point.
They're not going anywhere.
Okay, yeah, I said everything. You're right. I was too absolute.
Thank you. So you're
a
wrong.
lot of things.
So you're wrong.
I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm willing to.
As long as you're
I don't
willing
have the
to-
seagull.
as long as
Because I
you're
have
willing
a
to-
real cool hat. I don't have an ego. Okay, I don't have an ego.
You look like a fucking malaka. That's what you look like.
Wow.
But I still. But listen.
Yeah.
You're still my good friend. I'm not gonna judge you on that. Okay?
Wow.
If you want to go out in public like that, that's all you.
Thank you. I'm glad you said for once after 11 episodes that I'm your good friend, because pretty much you've paraded every single one of your fucking friends in this podcast.
They're my best
And
friends.
100%. Well, your best friends, and now do I have to remind you that in the last podcast, you talked about your good comedian friend without saying that I'm your good friend too?
I
You
think
didn't say
Tommy
it.
Pope is a better friend than you are to me.
I'm gonna turn off all this shit. I'm gonna fuck you up.
Actually, no. Speaking of Tommy Pope, I told you I'm going to Philly.
Yes,
I'm going to Philly next week.
that's right. To visit a friend of yours.
Yeah, he gave me Sean O'Shaughnessy. He gave me a list of like cool restaurants, burger spots to go to, best Philly cheesesteaks, like at least 10, 20 spots. He took the time. He
Really?
wrote the things for me. Exactly. You wouldn't do that if I was traveling anywhere, any place that you've been to.
Well, here's the deal. Glad you asked, right? No, glad you said it actually, because I was gonna tell you, like, I've been to Philadelphia as well.
Uh-huh.
Been to Philadelphia twice, bro. Twice. Those
Whoa,
besses.
wow.
Yes, sir.
Makes you a fucking tour guide now, right?
Not really. But I can tell you, I was gonna tell you. Definitely, you have to. Are you gonna go to the Philadelphia Museum of Art?
I doubt it.
Brr. You
Tito,
must. You
Tito,
gotta.
I don't like.
They have
listen.
They have a beautiful collection.
Listen. Can I speak for a second?
History of the avant-garde in art
Can
is
I-
like encapsulated in that freaking.
Listen.
Yeah.
I'm going there Monday. I'm going for 2 days. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not a big museum guy.
Gotcha.
I appreciate history. I think it's really cool. I'm not a big art guy.
Okay.
Now, do you really think a person of my
Stature.
stature is gonna go take his time and go to a fucking museum art gallery
Well,
in Philadelphia?
I don't know. Tommy Pope gave you a long list of shit to do. So Tito gives you one thing to do, and that's too much. But then,
All right,
Tommy
I'll
whatever the
think about
fuck
it. I'll
gives
think
you
ab-
an
I'll-
entire list,
I'll
and then
think
you're gonna
about
have to hit all those spots.
I'm
in
not
your
gonna hit all
place.
those spots, but
You're gonna have dinner 3 times just to hit all the spots that Tommy told you.
no, but it's actually I like going like cool, restaurant spots in the city to a new city. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
But I'll think about the museum. I'll run it by Lazo
by
and
the
Foto,
gang.
who I'm going with.
Yes, running by the gang.
Running by
Remember,
the
and if
gang.
you go, you gotta have to go. They have a couple of Duchamps there that really changed the history of art, at least as we know it. To some for the worse, to some for the better. But anyway, do you want to talk about Duchamp and his influence?
I don't know who Duchamp is, so it's okay.
Okay. Okay, it doesn't matter. Well,
I did want to talk about you a couple
Yeah.
of things this podcast.
hit me.
Which one do you want to go first? The Jake Paul saga that's going on, or the Super League?
Bro, so much talk, so little time. I don't really have a preference. I do have a strong opinions on both, but you want to go chronologically? I think the Jake Paul fight.
The Jake Paul
happened
fight
before.
happened before, right?
Yeah. So open that can. What up?
This is getting out of control with this guy. All right, he's fighting non-boxers.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, he caught a couple of good punches. He beat fucking Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson.
Nate Robinson?
He'd been maybe 3 times boxing in his entire life. The guy. He did a camp
Nate
of like
Robinson.
he fought for 6 weeks. Thought he was
This
the
is
shit.
getting worse than WWE now at this point.
you're bringing. I'm letting you speak. Should I interrupt you?
No, I mean,
Because I'm just saying.
am I making bad points?
I don't think you're making bad points. I think you are on the money, and I think you're right. You're right, really. But here's the thing: it all depends on how we approach to the situation. You describe the situation. We have this YouTuber guy who used to be on the Disney Channel. I remember I did a little bit digging because I talked in my Spanish podcast about it. He became famous on Vine or whatever, and then he just YouTubed his way to stardom, right? So this guy is obviously not a boxer. Now he says he's taking it very seriously, and he's been training for 3 years. Now, you said perfectly, he's not fighting.
But he's fighting 9 boxers.
But is it really boxing? Is my question. Of course, he goes into box. Okay, there are boxing gloves, there are boxing rules, and he says he's a boxer. But he's really not boxing.
He's not boxing.
Like we call it boxing because there are some things that he does.
The setting is in boxing.
That's true.
Right?
Yeah.
But like he caught a couple good right hands to his opponents. Doesn't mean he's the best boxer that we've seen so far.
Well, nobody's saying that. Not even him, right?
Yeah, but what I don't like is like this guy became popular because he knocked out Nate Robinson, the other fucking guy who knocked out
Ben Askren.
Ben Askren.
So here's my take though on the Ben Askren thing. I was very surprised. I'm not gonna lie because I saw the guy. Okay, he's athletic. He can throw punches. We've seen his drills online.
Jake Paul,
right? Jake Paul. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So he can move around. Again, I'm not a professional boxer, but I can tell the guy's been boxing. The guy's been training.
Oh yeah, no one's denying that. Yeah.
But then, honestly, I was expecting Ben Askren wasn't gonna do a little bit more. Like I'm aware Ben Askren never threw 3 punches together in an MMA fight in his entire career. He was mostly a wrestler, an Olympian, placed 6th on Beijing Olympic Games. He definitely was gonna just try to mud the waters. He was gonna try to like clench a bunch, trying to tire him out, putting his weight on him, blah blah blah. But he came out like with nothing. It felt like he had nothing. Like I saw 10 seconds. I'm like, why is he doing anything?
When was the last time he fought?
Huh?
When was the last time he fought?
Like almost 2 years. No, a year and something ago. Hip replacement in between. Yeah. And he was out of shape, bro. You saw the conference?
Yeah, dude. He looked.
He had like a beard.
He had a kilitza, bro.
He had a kilitza. He had a kiliara, like a beer kiliara.
Yeah, bro. Dude.
And of course, you can always. The point is that I did believe, right? I'm not a super expert. I like to follow these things. I enjoy them. I understand a little bit, and the more I watch, the more I read, the more I learn. But the thing is that I don't know as much, right? So I went to the most popular commentators, experts, and they said, no. You have to understand that the competitiveness that a fighter brings on the canvas, it's something that's very, very, very fucking important. I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'll take that point. Because you guys are saying it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that guy's never boxed, but he's fought competitively at the highest level for 16 years or whatever.
Okay.
Right? So everyone was saying that was going to be it was going to weigh very heavy on the outcome of the fight. But he showed nothing, really. So,
but still, he's not a boxer.
That's the whole point. This is not boxing.
Jake Paul has more training in boxing than this guy has in his life, correct?
Probably. Yeah. Because the guy has bin training intensively.
The guy's a fighter, of course, bro. Of course. The guy's he did MMA?
He's a one championship champion, a Bellator champion, and MMA. He could have a shot at the title if Masvidal didn't bury him.
No, if it was an MMA fight and Jake Paul is in it, I'm pretty sure Jake Paul will go down in a heartbeat.
I can tell you how fast he would be fucked.
Yeah.
If Daniel, now he was like building up some beef with Daniel Cormier. Do you see?
Yeah.
Which is a retired heavyweight champion and light heavyweight champion. If Daniel Cormier, even fat and all, which I'm assuming he would train and lose some weight. If Daniel Cormier gets a whole steps into the octagon with Jake Paul is gonna fucking suffer. He's gonna wish he had never entered any sort of combat sport. No question about. The point is that the kid is not doing boxing. The least that matters in the whole circus is the boxing, right? The boxing is just the last hook. But it's the guy, is the trash he talks, is the hate he builds around it. And the internet backing him up because he has all the popularity. You know, he has his brother also pushing for him, who is also a huge star. So all the money, all the interest that those kind of things pull in,
someone's gonna knock him out, dude. I don't give a fuck.
But that's the thing. He's gonna be very careful choosing who's gonna fight next. Now.
Apparently, there's talks with him. He's gonna fight Mayweather.
No, that was Logan Paul Mayweather. That actually was set up, but then The
This is Jake Paul.
the
I
brother.
get confused, man. I
Right,
thought
right.
this guy. No, okay.
Now, Jake Paul is the older brother, right? The one who doesn't.
How about this? Let's get a little more popular.
Yeah.
And you can fight Jake Paul in the ring.
Well, but I've never trained
Yeah,
competitively
but you have
boxing.
you have a boxing thing over here.
That changes
you have
everything,
a punching
right?
bag.
Because I bought a punching bag, so that makes me. No, hold on. How about I just go on and develop a boxing
Wait a minute.
career?
You can't
because I
buy
have
can't buy a punching bag and people not to think that you don't like boxing, right?
Well, people can think and should think that I love boxing and I talk about boxing or martial arts or combat
why?
sports. A different thing. It's like you were telling right now someone who has a painting, oh, so you're a professional painter. Now you're going to be painting the
different.
Gioconda.
That's different.
Okay, because you are a painter.
That's
You're Leonardo da Vinci.
different.
You're Leonardo da
That's
Vinci.
that's
That's the exact same thing you're doing right now.
That's different.
No,
if
it's
you
not.
had a picture,
No, it's not.
If you had a picture of a punching bag, it'll be different. You have an actual punching bag. You went online. You spent your time.
Of course.
And you bought a nice punching bag.
The best punching bag.
Exactly.
For under $100.
Exactly. So, if I'm watching,
Yeah. What are you gonna think if you're watching? Like, tell me, go. What are you gonna think? What do you say?
You could do a little training sometimes in the punching bag.
That punching bag is serving a dual purpose. First of all, it's a kick-ass, badass piece of ornament for the decor of this studio.
For the studio.
Yeah, and secondly, it allows me to punch the bag. You know, bro, to
right,
get my
come on
juices flowing.
I think
I am not.
I think if we got a little famous,
Yeah.
and you called Jake Paul out, he would listen and he'd entertain it.
Right, but I have to. We must have at least like a few million, because the guy doesn't get. He likes the idea of being a tough guy.
He does it for money. Dude. Also, the way he celebrated that victory, dude. He was crying. He was running all over the ring. Like, what the fuck? Who did you beat, bro? Who did you knock out, dude?
It's
who did you knock
and for
out?
what? Because you saw that cardboard belt they put around.
It's so fucking stupid. It's a circus. It is.
That's the thing. So it's not boxing. The only problem, I think. So from my perspective, it's fine. Whatever. I'm well aware it's not boxing. It's kind of entertaining to watch. I would never pay for that. I would never. Whomever pays for that, it's crazy.
Everyone pays for it. Yeah, a lot of people paid for it.
Well, they are given like some astronomical numbers that are probably not true. Who can believe that they made 30-something million from that fight? You know,
I mean, honestly,
talking about.
I wouldn't be shocked.
They're talking about over 1 million pay-per-view buys. That's crazy.
Come on, bro.
That's crazy. Come on.
So stupid.
Let's be serious. But regardless, it's entertainment, right? People like it. Don't people
But
love
it's stupid entertainment, man.
seeing other people eating with the microphone sensitivity amped up?
Yeah.
People like weird shit.
What does that mean? Is that a dig at me or something? Because I eat loud or something?
No. It's
Oh, okay.
AMSR. You never heard of this?
No.
Wow. It's like a trend thing. Like the Chinos started, this Koreans
you
started.
talked about this on your Spanish podcast.
Correct. It's just people, they don't say anything. They start eating with the sensitivity of the microphone all the way up in a very silent room. And they start eating. So you can hear very, very strong all the sounds of the crunching,
What is this?
of the chewing, of the, swallowing, all that shit. And people love it. There are careers being made out of this out there.
Let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
I am not a Jake Paul fan. I'm not a fan of this whole little thing that he's doing. So
Honestly, I'm excited. I want to see what's next.
I want to see him get the knock the fuck out. That's what I want to see.
This is what I want to tell you. The only problem I see is that I'm empathetic enough to put myself on the shoes of that guy who's 27, 28, who started boxing when he was 12, who's been climbing up the ladder every single step of the way, getting his shit beat up at times,
and he's getting
up and up just to move forward and to try to accomplish the dream of becoming the whatever champion of the world.
Right.
What is, and that guy is doing it for peanuts. And then this little gentleman comes, trains for 3 years with all the money and resources in the
it
world.
fucked up?
And I'm telling you, that's the main problem I see. But here's the
main
thing:
problem.
at the end of the day, life ain't fair.
It's not, bro.
So what can you do?
And also, at the end of the day, it's all about viewership, right? How much money you can bring in.
That's the thing. The kid, you can tell whatever you want about him. The kid brings in the big bucks. Yeah, he brings the Hondos. He brings the Benjis in, bro. What can you do?
You can't do anything about it. I'm just saying, it's fucking annoying.
And I'm assuming he is, initially at least, he must have invested a shitload of money to put the
Let's hope
promotion
so.
together.
Of course.
Right? Unless who's paying that guy dressed as a robot? He's paying it, right? So at least he's putting himself where he's putting his money, and he's been successful at it. If the numbers are true, which probably aren't. These are like the Chinese COVID numbers, probably very untrue. You know what I'm saying? But they're giving them away. Some people are buying it. I want to see who's next. I really want to see who's next. And
it better be a somewhat professional boxer.
Just a boxer. Just give me a boxer.
I don't fucking care who it is. Give me a boxer. Don't give me a light, someone in his class, but someone who's experienced in boxing. I don't care who it is.
Well,
But
the only problem is
but
that what
his
if he
first
gives
match,
you
it was Nate
Oscar de la
Robertson.
Hoya? What if he gives you
Nate
de la Hoya?
Nate Robertson, bro.
The Nate Robinson was something. Like, what was he doing? What was he thinking?
It's so fucking idiotic. It's so stupid.
Well, okay, Nate Robinson, he's probably a very talented. He's a gifted athlete, right? The guy is,
of course.
The
Yes.
guy is what? But remember, what is he like?
Yeah,
6
but-
feet, 5'9".
Okay.
He made it on the NBA
Okay.
like for 12 seasons.
Okay,
bro.
so let's
playing
say
for major teams.
Let's say Nate Robertson challenged Jake Paul to a slam dunk contest, right? Mm-hmm. And Jake Paul lost, which he probably will.
probably.
Who would that be impressive on Nate Robertson?
Well,
because he beat Jake Paul in a slam dunk contest.
It's a little different because Jake Paul isn't a professional boxer with a 10, 12-year career.
He's not. But
Nate Robinson is on basketball, so.
exactly. But Jake Paul has a more not professional, but he has a more experience in boxing than Nate Robertson does.
Well, before that, he only fought a YouTuber. But yeah, he'd been boxing for 3
Do you
years.
get do you get what I'm saying?
A couple of years.
Do you
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
He had a clear advantage. You could tell.
A clear advantage.
You could tell. And then, when, like the first 10 seconds, you could tell Nate Robinson had never
Winded.
so bad. It
Yeah.
was like somebody who doesn't know at all how to fight and goes on a street fight. You
And
know?
I can't remember the last time Nate Robertson played in a basketball game.
He still looked ripped.
Oh, dude, he was an okay
shit.
basketball player. He repped the Knicks and he won the slam dunk contest, which is 3 times, which is amazing for Knicks fans because our team just sucked. Not anymore though. The Knicks are back in town.
I saw that.
Knicks doing
What
good.
is happening? The
Knicks
Knicks
doing good.
They've always been my team.
Head
you know?
coaching, bro.
Is that what it
Coaching.
is?
I think so. Tom Thibodeau's a very good coach.
Oh.
Very defensive-minded coach.
Huh. I don't recall because they sold the last sort of star they had, the Porzingis guy. They sold him. So who's now the actual franchise man?
Well, I mean, it's not a franchise. Julius Randle, man, has been phenomenal.
Julius Randle.
Julius Randle, dude.
Never heard of him.
Well, I mean, listen.
What was it? He was like a top 3 draft pick or something. What was it?
Nah, he played for a couple teams before the Knicks.
Oh, okay.
But then we have R.J. Barrett, another good youngster.
So it's more about the team. It's the
team, you know what it
the
is?
strength
You know
is
what
in
it
the
is?
solid.
You know what it is? The Knicks. It's always been the problem.
me.
Coaching. Coaching's been the main problem with the Knicks.
Really?
Of course, dude.
You guys have had the best though, Pat Riley and.
Yeah, Kala, I'm talking about Pat Riley was in the 80s and 90s. I'm talking about now recently.
In the last. Okay. Got you.
I mean, listen, we're probably not going to win the championship, but we're
competitive.
We're competitive, and the last time we were competitive was in 2012.
Yeah. Yeah, what was
I
that?
can't remember the
With
last time the
Joakim
Knicks were
Noah or
good,
something?
yeah.
No. And
Joakim Noah, that was even worse.
well, I mean, he was coming from putting up stellar performance on the Bulls, right?
Yeah.
Or it was after the Bulls that he came over here, right?
But the Knicks have a good young team.
Oh wow. Whoa, yeah, very young. I'm just looking at the
Very young. R.J.
roster
Barrett
right
is
now.
a second year, I think third year player. Maybe second year player. Obi Toppin, young player.
Yeah, Theo Pinson. Yeah, Julius Randle, 94. Julius Randle.
How old is Julius Randle?
He was born in 94.
94. Was he 26?
26, yeah.
26. What teams did he play before? Just take a look.
Yeah, he was drafted on the 7th pick overall by the Los Angeles Lakers.
There you go. The
He
Lakers.
was in the Lakers for very early. He was picked. God damn.
Yeah.
He's been in the league since 2014. He was 4 years in the Lakers. Then he transitioned for 1 year into the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah.
And then in 2019 he came over to the Knicks.
The Knicks.
Oh wow. He's gonna be this year All-Star.
He was an All-Star this year. Yeah.
Oh, the All-Star game already happened?
Yeah, he made the All-Star game.
Fuck. Damn. Okay, that's legit.
So it's more fun to watch the Knicks than it is to watch the Yankees and Mets right now.
I didn't want to bring it up
Bring it up.
because I know how sensitive you are about the baseball, but you told me the Yankees always win.
Listen, man.
They're like losing every game. What's
Listen,
happening?
Dude. They're in a slump. That's all I gotta say.
But are we in a rebuilding year? What's happening?
No, dude, they're just in a fucking slump, and it happens. Okay.
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 What about that tall, huge mixed race guy that you
Aaron
told me was
Judge.
the shit? Yeah.
He still is a shit. What?
I don't know. Isn't he saving the day? Bro, isn't it like Messi? He can grab the ball, dribble
baseball's
5 guys
different.
and fucking
There's
put it on the other
pitching.
angle?
There's pitching involved. Their pitching is not up to par lately, okay? And also, everyone's
Mm-hmm.
loving this because the Yankees are sucking now. So every team in baseball is loving it. It's the truth. It's the truth, dude.
That is so funny.
It is the truth. They're like the Manchester United of soccer, dude. Everyone loves to hate them.
Yeah.
It's like the Real Madrid.
They are. They've been to me ever since I moved in here and I understood what the idiosyncrasy and actions of the city were. They became to me.
But
They're literally like the Real Madrid.
Like I'm gonna keep on saying this. Some Yankee fans,
Yeah.
You get some shitty ass Yankee fans. I'll give you that one.
Wow.
There's shitty
Don't
fans.
shit on your brothers.
I'm not.
Your brothers in blue and white.
Can you confirm that now there's some shitty fans wherever you go?
Anywhere. Any team.
Aren't there
any
some,
sport.
Aren't there some shitty Atletico Madrid fans?
Yeah.
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 So I would say that Yankee fans don't talk in April. We talk in October when the playoffs come around. We're competing for the playoffs because that's when you get strong. It's a very long season, man. It's 162 games.
You actually think they can come back?
Oh, of course, man. Oh, of course. I've seen it done before.
Really?
I mean, listen, we are in a bigger slump than we are
You've ever been in a while.
In a while. But baseball, man, it's all confidence, man. Once you win a couple of string of games, you win 2, 3 here, you know.
They can actually.
They can come back, of course.
Like a streak of games. And
like a streak of games, yeah, of course.
Well, that's one of the things I love about the American sports. We've said it many times. I'm gonna expand on it. But the fact that the very rich, wonderful team can suck.
Oh yeah,
It's so good.
it's amazing.
You will never see Real Madrid at the bottom of the
No.
charts. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
don't think
saying?
so.
You will never be. You will never.
You don't
it.
think so?
It's impossible. It's impossible. They'll rig the league before that happens.
Yeah.
So that much. Same with Juventus, for example. Same with whomever whichever top team you wanna look at in European soccer.
Like
leagues.
Juventus was caught one time, remember?
One time they've been called like 5 times, bro. They've been taken away. They've been taken off league titles.
Sorry.
No, it's-
What I like about the soccer though
Mm-hmm.
is we talk about this too. Remember the Astros got caught cheating in 2019,
Right.
and nothing happened to the team,
Which is crazy.
which is nuts.
Yeah.
Juventus got caught cheating. What happened to them? Third division relegation.
Exactly.
Right? And
Relegation.
had to
They
fight
lost the
to top.
titles.
They lost the titles.
Like a huge money. But
Right.
yeah.
But these baseball players, they got immunity
Mhm.
because they participated in the investigation, and nothing happened to them.
Fucking
Nothing. One guy
Yeah.
got suspended for 2 games because he got excited. He hit a home run or he scored a run in the game. He got suspended 2 games.
I don't understand that.
No one does. That's why this is MLB's rules sometimes are ridiculous.
That is crazy.
It's crazy. I can go on a rant multiple days. So, but
Wow.
as regards to the Yankees, we're gonna come back. I feel it. We're in a little slump.
Okay.
So enjoy now, Met fans, Red Sox fans, whoever.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yankee
How are my
haters.
Mets doing?
I think
My
they're doing
Mets.
all right. I feel bad for Jacob deGrom, but they're doing all right.
Really? Why? Is that the long hair guy?
No, that's Syndergaard. I don't know.
I don't know.
But deGrom is the best pitcher in the league.
Wow. And the Mets has him?
The Mets have him, but he has no run support. Which means like every time he's pitching phenomenal, gets strikeouts, allows no runs,
Wow.
but the Mets can't score any runs.
Shit.
Yeah, so it's a
So
little.
they end up still losing?
They end up still losing. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Well, my team, man.
Shigaki, see your team. Relax, your team.
Should I go change hats? Should I do that?
Don't do that.
But so with the Jake Paul thing, let's see what
happens.
if he has balls, he'll bring on a boxer. And when I was hesitating when you were saying give me a boxer, it's just I'm a little afraid that he'll bring like Oscar De La Hoya, who is 48 and coked out of his mind.
But you don't think
somebody crazy
can knock him out though?
If he trains, yeah, but who knows how is he gonna show up? You know,
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel
So of course, anyone like he should. Bro, he's one of the most accomplished boxers out there. That's been
A long time.
at least in the last 34 years. But still, like I feel that we could learn from that fight in between Jake Paul and Ben Askren is that Ben Askren was competitive, but at the end of the day, if you don't show
boxer.
up on, he's not a boxer, but if you don't show up on the canvas, there's a chance you may
fucked.
lose.
Yeah.
You know,
I
and no
agree.
matter who you are, no matter what, you know what I mean. That's I think what we should think about, and hopefully wait for an actual boxing match.
Yeah, I want to
And
see
then-
a boxing match, man.
Let's see what he does. See what he does.
What's next on the agenda? What else we got today?
Well, we're very sports oriented today because you also mentioned
Sorry,
that
I know-
shit show. What?
Sorry, we guys sports oriented today. I know you don't want to.
But our audience knows by now. We
change
like
it
to
up.
mix it up.
We do.
We like to do stuff.
What shit show are you talking about? The Super
Well,
League.
The exacto, my brother. That shit show we witnessed on European soccer. That
It was
the
born on
Super League.
Saturday. It
Yeah.
died on Sunday, dude.
Literally, almost. So shitty. But hey, that was arm wrestling.
Yeah.
The big clubs, some of the big clubs, they just felt it was their chance to make shit happen, and
Right.
they went for it.
Uh-huh.
You have to respect that.
But it's like, why would they ruin the competitiveness of soccer now?
Why? I'm gonna tell
I
you
think
why.
so.
I don't have my wallet on me.
Money left out.
Fucking money. Left
That's
out,
it.
bro. It's all about left out.
It's
That's
all
what
about
happened.
money. It's all about
that
money.
happened there, they saw. Okay. You have to put yourself like in their shoes once again. All right. It's the pandemic. All these fuckers, they used to make bank. All the big teams. Real Madrid spearheading the actual bunch, right? So they were making lots of money. They're the best paid in their league. They are usually progressing to the latest rounds in the Champions League, so they're making a shitload of money. But they probably feel deep down, oh, we're not getting enough. Why? Because at the end of the day, the UEFA, the Champions League, the most prestigious, best paid tournament in the world, right? It's managed by somebody else. It's managed by the UEFA. The UEFA, okay, which is the European Football Association, it's a bunch of suits corrupted out of their minds who live in Switzerland, fiscal paradise, no taxes, and
There's
they
no
are
taxes
just
in Switzerland?
no, there are taxes, but there is I think you call it tax.
Fiscal paradise.
Yeah, it's called tax haven in English.
Ah.
It's a tax haven because
Well, a lot of
what?
people that get rich over here, they put their money away in Switzerland.
Why do you think they do, mi perro? Because in Switzerland, after €1 million, they don't ask questions where the money comes. That's one. Also, again, they have a very advantageous fiscal situation over there.
Right.
It's not the Cayman Islands, which is a flat out tax haven, but it's, historically, every European person who was powerful stored their money.
Right.
And I'm talking about everyone. It's very famous how Hitler, took a bunch of the currency of the gold that they have in Germany and put it in Switzerland. Why do you think, bro? Switzerland is in the heart of Europe, and it went unblemished through 2 world wars.
Yeah,
bro. Why do you think is that? Because it's on the Alps, because it's in the mountains. Fuck that. Because everyone was fighting the shit out of them. But you know where the money was? The money was in the bank. What was the bank? The money was in Switzerland. And it's been like that for the past 500 years. Ever since the Spanish Empire, the fucking Swiss bankers were famous for their ability to loan money and for their ruthlessness to get the money back. So they are motherfuckers, and they are not to be played with. Point is, the UEFA, right? The UEFA. What is it based in the fucking Switzerland? So the UEFA, it's an organism that governs that European soccer in general, the competition in particular, also the Euro Cup in between nations. It's also organized by the UEFA.
Right.
They've had several scandals of corruption scandals. So the thing is that the big teams probably have always looked at the UEFA like saying, these motherfuckers. So they're taking our money when we could be taking it just to say that they're the organizers.
So the big teams thought they were being cheated out of their money.
Exactly. And they went so far to say, no, soccer is going to disappear. Look, with the coronavirus, we've lost so much money. Now, if they don't take over, if they don't really take over the actual power that we have to build a competition, we're going to just disappear. Soccer is going to end.
What's going to benefit them? They created their own league. And if they created their own league, they're not in the they're not in the Champions League anymore.
But it was a gamble. They didn't want to go out of come off the Champions League. This is my opinion, right? Do you want to establish the facts first and then I'll give you my opinion? Because the facts are that they just wanted to create an alternative competition. In that foundational letter that they wrote, they were saying that they were not intending not to play their league or not to play the Champions League. They just wanted to create an adjacent competition they would play early on in the week or something during the weekdays because they want to respect the tradition of the the national championships.
Yeah, but they can't do all those 3 tournaments.
I mean, if they have instead of 25, if they have 35, 40 player rosters, they potentially could, but that's not the point. Yeah. Again, this was all a gamble, right? Because they probably know that it logistically would be a very difficult thing to do. All of a sudden, to change. Yeah, not to mention
it's already a shit show.
The calendar is already packed with shit.
Yeah,
already.
And I'm talking about their domestic cups that they have, right?
Of course. Well, that's part of one of the competitions that jams up the calendar is the National Cup or the King's Cup in Spain. Then you have the national teams. Multiple tournaments, then you have the friendly games, then you have the tours that they must do because they need to make more money, so they have to come to America for a month to play in fucking New Jersey just for the gringos to watch it.
The MetLife Stadium, bro.
Yeah, exactly. And they fill it up.
We need some entertainment too, exactly.
I'm just describing what is happening, right? So they saw, okay, is the coronavirus situation, we're fed up. These fuckers have been taking our money for too long. We can show how we've lost a shitload of money. Again, because of the coronavirus, nothing else. It's because of the coronavirus. And everyone, the coronavirus only affects the rich teams? No, it affects everyone.
Everyone.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
But they made it about them, right? They're like, with the coronavirus, with the current situation, we've lost so much money. We need a new competition that we can maximize profits with. And we need to do it now to save soccer. And everyone's like, say, what? You made last year 500 million euros. what the fuck are you talking about
What are
saving
you
soccer?
saving
What the fuck
soccer,
are you
yeah.
do have no money? Because they were like, we have no money, this is, blah, blah. So that was the setup of the gamble.
Right.
Okay, we need desperately things to change because soccer is gonna end. This is not sustainable. We've lost so much money. The saving thing is gonna be creating this fucking new league, which 12 top teams in Europe manage, and that is gonna give the audience what they want. Barcelona, Real Madrid every week.
High competitive soccer.
High competitive, high quality, top of the food chain soccer games every fucking week. Because that's the thing, right? It's like they're telling you, oh come on. What they're telling you is like, oh come on, you can have Bucatini Matriciana, you can have it whenever you want. Why would you have it once a month? Why would you have tzatziki eggplants? Or I don't know. What's your favorite Greek dish?
Pasticcio.
Why would you have pasticcio once a month when you can have it every week twice? That's what they were selling in terms of games.
Yeah, but I'd rather have it once a month to savor that moment when I have it.
Exactly
'Cause
the
it's beautiful,
point.
yeah.
That's the whole point. But
Yeah.
they don't see like because they think money. They're not thinking about what's behind that actual event. That's the highly competitive soccer game that we may see once or twice every season because you have to wait until late April or May to see
Right.
the Champions League quarter, semi, and
But
finals.
also, the Champions League is a point of also smaller clubs to be involved and have some tight competition, dude.
That's another
And
thing.
they can get some money more too, right?
Exactly, because by distributing the funds that they get, they of course get some more
Like
money.
if a small club makes the first knockout round stage, the first knockout stage, they get some prize money out of that, right?
Exactly, they do.
Which helps them,
Stay alive.
Stay alive,
Really. Like
exactly.
the champion of Lithuania,
Yeah.
bro. Skonto Riga. They're never gonna make it to the stage group, and they may once every 10 years. But they did the preliminary rounds, right? So
Yeah,
they make a
yeah.
lot of money here and there. So it helps them survive. These are not they're professional teams, but they pay like 5 figures to their players, probably.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? They're not paying huge amounts.
Right.
So it contributes to balance the situation in the whole spectrum of the continent. However, the truth is that those games, nobody like who. If you can choose, you can see a Real Madrid, Manchester United. Are you gonna be a Skonto Riga against Fenerbahce from Hungary? You're not gonna watch that shit. You wanna watch Real Madrid. So that's the card they were playing, and it's a valid one. Now, what is the most important thing about this whole thing? It's the money. The money. You have to follow the money, and then you'll understand what's happening.
Yeah.
The problem was that it pissed a lot of people
A
off.
lot of fans. It pissed off almost every football fan.
Well, a lot of their supporters, they said, yeah, fuck it, no, it was whatever. Well, because, they want to support their team and they saw, they believed what they told them. Florentino Perez, the Real Madrid's president,
that
was
guy-
the foundational president, and then the vice president was Angeli from Juventus.
That guy didn't give a fuck, bro. He's like,
He's used to this.
he said it's not our
This is
fault
a
if you
very-
can't afford.
this-
Some
We're talking about
crazy
one
shit.
of the most powerful persons in the whole Spanish
soccer,
country.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And then in soccer as well. He's revolutionized Real Madrid. He changed forever that club.
Yeah.
So he feels he's a messiah. He's a savior.
Yeah.
And he felt it was the right moment to lead this revolution. Again, they didn't want a whole. They probably in the back of their minds, they were like, how far we can stretch this out.
Of course.
How far we can take it
Right.
to then come into the because all they wanted is to renegotiate with the UEFA, which we are seeing now. All they wanted was to make the UEFA feel the dagger in the neck. They were like, oh shit, okay, let's sit on the table and negotiate.
They're not fucking around. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
But they didn't want like that competition at all cost. If they wanted, they would have a big fat
Isn't
set
it,
of
is
balls.
the Champions
and
League going to
just-
change their format too? I read.
again?
I think the Champions League, they might change their format in like 2024.
And that's in interviews, Florentino Perez said that's not enough. That change comes way too late. He was saying, and it's not enough because still there are too many games, there are too many teams, and there is not enough competitive games. Because at the end of the day, we'll have to face the champion of Lithuania.
But that's the beauty of That's the beauty of soccer, though.
Well, to you and to me,
If
but not to them.
If the champion of Lithuania beat the champion of England or something, for example, that's a huge upset.
Exactly. Totally. If we have a Super League in which there is only 12 teams, which are the most powerful, and they're always the one playing.
No one's.
How is Ajax gonna happen?
Yeah.
Ajax, one of my favorite things about soccer is fucking Ajax of Amsterdam.
Yeah, dude, we've talked
Every
about this
10 years,
multiple times.
We talked about this multiple times, but how cool it is that
Yeah.
all of a sudden every year they come up, they have a team. They're all from I don't know who the fuck knows when. They say they're all Dutch people, but you have a Moroccan guy, you have a black guy, you have a Chino guy, and then they're all great playing.
Their system is amazing, dude.
Exactly, because they don't have money, so they heavily rely on the academy. How's that going to happen if they're not part of that competition? They said there was going to be a promotion system that eventually some teams could come in and out, blah, blah, blah. But it was just all bollocks.
Yeah.
The point is, it was all about money, and it was just to gain some leverage to renegotiate their agreement to be part of the Champions League. And instead of being, just getting money for victories or for making it far into the competition. They probably wanted some back end deal that, okay, whatever happens, we always participate in this,
money.
and we're getting this money. We're getting 100 mil, no questions asked, and then we play. You know what I'm saying? So in the summer, we already have in the back the 100 mil, and then we play. Because right now it's not like that, right? The farther you get, the more money you get. Also, depends on your previous record and the team you are. There is a back end deal. So Atletico Madrid made less money making it to the final than Real Madrid, because Real Madrid had a better record, first of all, like a few years back in the actual competition, and then they have some sort of system that probably a TV audience, whatever, that gives them more money. But they made more money.
You know what would have been not a bad system. I just thought about this right on the spot. How the Nations League is.
Tell me more.
You have the top. Let's say you have the top 12 countries, right?
Yeah.
In Europe.
Okay.
Then you have the next top 12.
Right. There's a promotion series and a B series.
Say top 10 teams are A's, top the 10 through 20 are B's, and there's a relegation system.
Right. That's cool, but you know why they would never do that?
Why?
What if Real Madrid fucks up in the managerial side of things and they get a shitty team that cannot win 2 games in a row?
Well, it's their fucking problem.
They're going to be relegated. What happens if they get relegated? They're going to have their income, their money, the revenue cut in half.
Yeah, that's true.
They're going to say, fuck that. We're the richest now. We won our money. We won our cut no matter what, because we're the richest. We're the wealthiest.
Yeah.
So fuck your nation leagues.
Yeah, that's true.
Nations League. That's probably what's happening. And again, that's the whole point of having a league. Remember, the league didn't have any relegation. They said, this is the 12 teams. They will play. These 12 teams are the base. These ones play every season. The rest we'll see. We'll do a system, this and that. But those 12 are always there.
It's also kind of crazy how the fans stood up, right? They're like, no, we're not having this.
Yeah, I'm not too fond of England in general. We're gonna say, but I did
fucking
appreciate.
Protested. They're like, we're not having this shit.
Yeah.
And what was it? Slogan? This is built by the poor, ruined by the rich, or something like that.
I think I saw it on Liverpool.
Yeah.
On Liverpool's stadium. You saw Phil Neville, Gary Neville, one of the two Nevilles. Yeah.
Ripped them, bro, completely. He ripped Manchester United completely too.
Completely.
But that's his thing though. He rips people, like he rips teams. He's a heavy criticizer of teams. Like if he doesn't like something, he'll tell you flat straight out that he doesn't like them.
Really? Even Manchester United? Though?
Even Manchester United, bro. He'd make a couple comments about Ole's. You know?
Really?
Yeah, and his squad selection. That's like I've seen a couple of clips about him.
Yeah. Okay, so it was actually Manchester United fans, bro.
Yeah.
On April 19th, created by the poor, stolen by the rich. Furious Manchester United fans protest.
Oh, it was
clubs Europeans Super League plans.
Ferguson spoke out too. Ferguson didn't like it.
How did he say? He didn't like it?
He said you just threw 70 years of football down the drain.
Damn.
Yeah.
Big words.
We'll see what happens.
Well, at the end of the day, you know.
And I'm pretty sure, listen, all of these legal, there's a lot of legal shit that's behind the scenes that we're not seeing. Of course, these clubs can pull out. But I think eventually, I agree with Perez on this, eventually this is going to happen. He's like, we've signed contracts. You can't just pull out and not play.
Right.
Which is sad to say because, listen, behind everything, there's contracts, there's money involved.
True.
The fans can say all they want, but
it's all about how do you want the future to be like,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Do you want to transition into more of an American style sort of sports environment?
It's kind of, that's what MLS is. No promotion, no relegation.
That's right. Because that's, in a sense, what they wanted. They wanted more of an American, all about the money sort of sport event or sport system.
Yeah.
But for now, it's over.
Is Atletico Madrid still in it?
Don't even get me started with that shit.
Why?
It makes me very fucking upset.
Why does it make you upset?
Well, because Atletico Madrid wasn't a weird...
So you're upset that they're in it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Because I was a Man U fan and I was upset that United was in it. But United left.
Right. But Atletico didn't live. Because here's the thing, right? So Atletico Madrid, they're not a rich team, right? They just...
Would you say they're a top 5 richest team in Spain?
They're top 3.
Top
they're the
3.
Third. No question asked. But they're not like rich, as in...
Like
as
Real
in
Madrid.
Wealthy. Like Real Madrid, Barcelona. Their stream of income, the revenue is way smaller. No, way smaller, but like 50% less. You know what I mean? Real Madrid, Atletico may do like 200 and something. Real Madrid has 500 and something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's more than double or Real Madrid just. But the point is that they were in this tricky situation, right? Florentino calls. Oh, we're making a Super League. You want in? Now, put yourself in the shoes of that fucking corrupt piece of shit president that we have, right? Okay, so on the one hand, I have here all the richest teams willing to go into a competition that's gonna make them bank, that's gonna make them still super wealthy,
Yeah.
and they want me to be part of it and join the fucking club, right? And on the other hand, I have here like the vast majority of my fans, and then the rest of the teams of the league, and then all the traditional people or the humble teams and so on and so forth, who are telling me that that's shit, that just stay with us and just be true to our origins, roots, and inner whatever, right?
Yeah.
What do? Do you secure your financial future going to the rich, or you stay with the poor and automatically, potentially, if that progresses, get cut out
miss
of the
out on
biggest
opportunity.
competition?
I don't know, man.
That was the tricky part. That was what Atletico Madrid was in. And then, well, we know what they said. They say, Florentino, where do we have to sign? When? Do we go now? Do we go now?
'Cause
Let me catch an Uber.
It's sad. At the end of the day, it's all about money, man.
It was all about money.
Yeah.
It was about. But hey,
I can never say no to competitive soccer. So
at the end of the day, that's what it was going to say. Like, they can bitch all of they want. But then when they see their team playing against Real Madrid, Manchester United defense, what are they going to do? Not go? I can guarantee you they have a shitload waiting. If somebody relinquish their season tickets, you have like 5 of them waiting there like hyenas to grab that ticket. So that's what they probably counted on. And they said, you know what? Some people are going to be pissed, but in the long run, we're going to win. And we're going to continue to be super fucking wealthy. And that's why they did it. The only thing is that it didn't work out because the pressure was too high. But maybe, and this is my opinion, what I was trying to tell you before once we laid out the facts, I think they never wanted this. If you look at it thoroughly, they never wanted the Super League. They never said with precision what it was going to be. They just gave on that foundational letter some details. Yeah. It was kind of vague. We only knew that the rich teams were in there. The English teams weren't really saying much. They just signed that, but they weren't, there was a lot of weird shit.
It also came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it did. It did. It came out of nowhere. It did come out of nowhere. At the same time, they had the perfect justification, as I said before, because of the coronavirus crisis.
Yeah.
But it did. Like, why now? Why this way? I guess they felt like, okay, when do we plug the cord?
It's time to make money, too.
Let's plug the cord and see what happens. Let's just, again, this is my opinion. They were just trying to put a shitload of pressure on the UEFA.
Which I agree. I can agree with that opinion, man.
Because you have to think about it. At the end of the day, it's like, some shitty people is going to be making a shitload of money.
All the time.
Who do you want? Do you want the UEFA, a bunch of corrupt suits, or you want the top European teams? Which have a bunch of shitty presidents, or they're owned by investment funds, like British teams, like LeBron has some of him, like 3.
In Liverpool, right?
Yeah, has some stake in Liverpool. Man. They Manchester United is owned by Manchester United is owned by the Glazer company family, some sort of rich family from Florida.
Yeah, they own the Buccaneers too.
So
who won the Super Bowl too? Crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of
wild.
Crazy. But hey,
whatever, man.
Money speaks.
Like I said, we'll see how this unfolds.
My theory is they just wanted to do it because of that, and now they are in a more advantageous position to negotiate with the UEFA, which is what they always wanted. They just wanted to sit back at the table and renegotiate more advantageously.
They put a full court press on UEFA basically.
Yep, exactly. And nobody loves UEFA. That's the whole point. They were like, let's put some pressure on these fuckers because nobody likes them anyway. It may have served the purpose they originally have. Only time will tell. But
in the meantime, I think Man U's on their way to the Europa League, the champion.
Okay.
Ole's gonna win his first trophy.
Wow.
Can't wait.
Oh, you can't wait, huh?
I can't
Excited?
wait.
You know what you're doing though.
What?
You're once again already.
I'm
almost celebrating.
I'm not almost.
You haven't gotten yet.
Hey, listen. Oh, I told you about a documentary that's coming out, right?
You've claimed.
I think I sent you the link too. I sent you the link.
I don't think you did because I haven't.
Because this guy doesn't really pay attention to my messages. So, I just found this out.
Tell me more.
A couple of days ago, they're making a documentary about my favorite soccer team.
Holy shit!
The 2004 Greece champions.
Wow.
About the Greek team. It looks fucking phenomenal.
Who's making it?
I don't know who's making it.
Is there a streaming platform behind it?
I can't confirm or deny.
Okay.
But it looks professional. It's called King Otto.
Okay, what was
After
what's Otto mean?
Otto Rangel, the head coach.
Oh, King Otto.
King Otto.
Otto.
And it looks phenomenal, man. It looks really good.
Okay.
Because like back then, we always thought it was crazy.
Who? Rangel?
No, like we always thought
Like the guy was crazy. Otto Rangel was crazy.
That too, but like the Greece winning this prestigious trophy was wild.
You guys thought it was crazy. Everyone did.
Everyone did, but we never thought like they'd talk about this still. You know,
I can see that.
is that a fair point?
Yeah.
By the way, I watched all those games. The
Okay.
France game was crazy, dude. Thierry Henry, it was cracking crazy though.
It was.
They were the defending champions.
They were. Yeah. It was on the. It was a French national team on DK. To be honest, they had been kicked out in the first round,
But
in the first
fucking
in the stage
still,
group.
Tito, they were the
on Korea and Japan 22,
Euro champions, bro.
2002. But I'm looking at it. Yeah, I don't see any. Just an independent film.
It looks independent film.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it looks professionally done, which is good.
Well, I mean, in cinemas May 27. What cinemas? Umbrella Entertainment has produced it.
I can't wait. Hey, listen,
I love a good documentary, so
the preview looks good.
it does.
It does. It looks
I mean,
really
it's an
good.
epic tale. Let's be honest.
It's a what?
It's an epic tale.
It's one of the best soccer tales ever.
I'm telling you. Like it's
Why?
it's not a World Cup though, but I guess what you're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Are you
Like
fucking kidding me now? It's not a World Cup.
it's a big accomplishment.
It's a.
I doubt it'll ever happen again. You know that you have such a successful generation of players. In
Yeah,
the
but
leagues.
in Europe has most of the time the best teams.
What do you mean Europe has? Oh, bro.
Behind
Yes.
in South America, or you have Brazil. Okay, who's
Argentina.
Argentina?
Okay, Uruguay. Okay, at times Chile may have a great.
Chile's
generation.
okay. I think Chile's overrated, but that's besides the point.
Well, no, they just had a golden generation. But that's it.
we can't keep playing the fucking Copa America every year, and then Chile's in it, and Chile's the best one.
That's true. Well, it's kind of cyclic, but it's not. It's not. I get you right up. No. But I see your point though.
That's my point.
It's a prestigious, strong tournament.
It is.
Yep. Yeah. And Greece won it.
It was a different team though, man. The way we played, depends on where we play now, is wild.
Well, first of all, you have to remember.
We looked like a legit soccer team.
Well, you looked like a legit soccer team because you had again a golden generation of players.
Yeah.
The majority of the starting 11 they played away from Greece.
Yeah.
Very first important.
Very
part.
first important part.
Who do you have playing in Greece at that time? The Nicopolidis, the goalkeeper.
But Nicopolidis saved us in that final, man.
Well,
He made some fucking key saves.
the guy's been saving since Aristotle time, bro. The guy was like 45 when he was all with his
Fucking
white
still,
hair.
though. Oh,
no,
fucking
but you know
close.
what I'm saying? Like they all played
They
in
did.
competitive leagues.
They did.
Caragonis.
They did.
Delas,
Charistea, yeah.
Aristeas, they all played in
They did.
competitive leagues. Not in top teams, most of them, but still.
I can't wait for it to come out. It looks good.
I think it'll be fun. We'll of course
Watch
review
it. Watch the documentary. Watch the trailer.
Okay,
It doesn't look like a Medellin, but it looks like a good documentary.
gotcha. So Rangel is still alive?
Of course, he's still alive, bro.
He was like kind of fucking old and angry all the time. Red.
Well, he's crazy. He's wild.
I mean, I don't know if anyone goes to the movie theaters anymore these days, but
They're open though.
are they?
Yeah, dude. Tora.
Holy
They've been open. And also, there's no curfew in the movie theaters.
Really?
There's no curfew in pool halls. There's no curfew in bowling alleys, which is fucking wild.
I don't even know where.
Have you ever been bowling?
Yeah, I'm very good. Just saying,
Yeah, right.
I have swing, bro.
So you good in bowling?
No, not really. Not really. I've bowled it like 3 times maybe. I don't know. It's surprising that there is a league though that's televised.
Is it what?
There is a league.
Of course.
Televised.
I was watching. It was on TV the other day.
Yeah, because there was this guy. You saw it. This guy did 7-14 or something, which is like a extremely hard shot to make. When you go on the first throw, and you knock everything down except for the ones on the far ends,
And he split it.
and he split it in the second. And the second one he did like pom pom. The right one and the right one hit the left one.
Well, we'll go one day and I'll beat you. No.
Wow,
Call
what,
it a day.
you're good.
I'm all right. I'm not that bad.
Really?
I haven't been bowling in like years, so I don't know.
Do you have your own shoes?
No.
Wow. Then
Don't
you're
you
not
always
that
with
good.
them?
Well, I'm assuming a good person who plays. You
have your own bowling shoes?
What do you think, bro?
I mean, you have that clown hat, so I'm pretty sure you won't be surprised.
Oh shit! Well, you're gonna wrap it up with what you started.
I am.
My beautiful hat. Well, me broski,
I think it's time.
I think it's about time. with
D.
I guess one more thing. How crazy this is? Okay, don't tell me. I'm gonna wrap it up with this. But do you realize that over the weekend, the Oscars happened?
Yes, it was on Sunday, right? I totally forgot.
Bro,
I didn't even think about
what
it.
happened to the world of film and entertainment?
Well, I mean, what I would think.
Nobody's
I don't
talking
know.
about it.
What's
What's happening? I didn't even know it happened.
'Cause-
I didn't know who won. There was no buzz around it.
Yeah.
What's happened?
I don't know.
What's
man.
happened with the
Because
seventh
everything's
art?
streaming, dude. Everything's streaming now. No one's going to the theaters to watch these movies.
Fuck.
You know? I mean, you're right, though. I mean, I thought the Oscars were like a big deal. I remember growing up.
Remember?
Yeah.
Brr.
And
Kind of like,
maybe no one cares about these Hollywood elites anymore, dude.
that's probably part of it.
You
I
think so?
Because everything, there is a multifactorial
Right, of course.
situation. You know what I'm saying? It's not just one thing.
Right.
But that is got to be part of it.
I think so.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, you pointed out.
No one's
yeah.
really, not saying caring about them anymore.
Be
but
invested as much.
It's like, what?
You know what it is
don't
also?
care.
This is America, and America gives way for that. Options, mi brr. And you pointed at it with the streaming services.
Yeah.
But it's not even the streaming services, right? If you think about it, before the internet, let's put it. What was the movies? What was the film? It was the main source of entertainment. What I'm saying is like it was a form of entertainment in the sense that people used their leisure time to go to the movies to put, to put actual time into
Right.
this genre
Okay.
of art, right? Now, people's time is the same. The days 20 years ago, now they have 24 hours, right? And there are weekends and there are, weekdays and all that shit.
Right.
So the time is the same now. With the same amount of time, a person now can do either one of the 10,000 streaming services we described the other day. People can go on YouTube, and spend hours watching. Nobody's talking about shit.
Yeah.
They can watch, I don't know, sleuths talking about crimes. Nobody's that decided that they
Nobody.
love crimes and they start reviewing them. And
Right.
people all of a sudden start. There are people who spend hours watching other people eat.
Yeah.
So the time of people has remained the same. However, the options of people for
There's
spending that
more
leisure
options.
time
Yeah.
is increased like 100-fold.
Yeah. And also, like I said,
And now you're realizing, just finish the point. Okay, what if the movies, they're great and all, but at the end of the day, it was the only sort of, so to speak, the only thing that was out there.
Right.
But now people, the people have different interests. People are, curious about a bunch of different stuff, and they are just focusing on something else. So there are hardcore film fans that are still there, but that mainstream group that watch them, they're no longer there because now their attention has been pulled away from it.
somewhere else.
So if you add to that, of course, all the fact that it's not about perhaps making the greatest movie you can make, but it's more about giving voice to the unvoiced. It's more about being diverse, which is something that is great. However, you have to take into consideration that at the end of the day, you need to make a product to sell to people that must be the most entertaining it can be.
Of
right?
course.
And if you are
You want it
telling
to connect to people, dude.
right.
Right.
And then if you're telling the majority of the people in your nation that they've been too much on this shit and they need to go away, and now they need, what I mean? Like that's gonna,
Listen,
of course,
like I said,
make people less prone to go to the cinema.
there's a lot. There's also
movies.
a lot. There's a lot of narrative going around saying, these Hollywood people are the worst people on planet Earth.
That's another thing. The
Which
internet
is the truth. Internet
is
dude.
giving away a lot of scandals.
Internet's a lot of scandals. So why would someone that just found this out put their time and day to watch the Oscars that no one really care? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And plus, the Oscars are like more of like a going out thing too. Like, Oscar viewing parties,
True. Right?
Right?
I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
And
So
Corona fucked that up
Corona
as well.
fucked that up, dude. You can't go to a place now, a bar, and watch the Oscar viewing party because no one's really going. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
People
and
are
that's
going much less
And
to
it's also, I
bars.
think a lot of people are just watching less TV now, man.
Less TV, less film.
TV,
Again,
less TV.
they're
less
just
film,
consuming other content.
all other content, whether it's on Instagram, whether it's on Facebook, whether it's on social media. I found out.
I didn't even mention social media on
Dude,
the diversion of attention.
The one time I found about the Oscars was on Facebook because someone was like, "Oh, here's my top 5 picks." I was like, "Oh shit, the Oscars are tonight," and I totally fucking forgot. So
Did you recognize any of the picks?
I knew nothing. I looked at it, I was like, "Oh, okay, cool," and I just moved on. But what I do most of the time is I every time the Oscars happen, I watch those movies, and
Right.
most of the time those movies are good.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't confirm or deny if I'm gonna watch them again this year.
Well, I first have to find out which ones are there, and then I'll see the trailer.
A new movie I saw was Mortal Kombat. You saw the Mortal Kombat one?
HBO Max.
Yeah,
right?
you saw it?
I saw the trailer.
Did you see the movie?
No.
Okay.
Did you see the movie?
I did. I liked it.
Really?
Yeah, I think it was good.
Because
I think it was well done.
okay. Because Mortal Kombat from the 90s.
Finish him. Yeah, I liked it.
Well, that's in the video game as well, so nothing new.
Well, obviously, because the movie's made from the video game, right?
Okay, I'll give you that. What I was asking you, did you watch Mortal Kombat, like the Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, of course,
from the 90s.
I've seen them. I don't remember them. Okay, not the best quality, of course.
Sucked,
But it was the 90s, bro.
It sucked.
They were the 90s.
Why is this one better? Is there a lot of CGI? If there's so much CGI like in the Transformers,
I mean, of course, it's CGI.
thing, that I cannot
crazy
see, I can
CGI.
just only see like wheels
No,
and shit.
I think I
metal.
don't know. I think it was nicely done. You know, I'm not a huge like Mortal Kombat fan,
Okay.
but I think they did it nice. I think they did it all right.
Okay. So it's a reco. You recommend it?
I recommend it. Yeah,
Okay.
watch it.
Cool. Well, I have HBO Max, so I'll see if I can find it online.
I gotta give you.
I'll
my
try to
phone.
download it. But yeah, I guess the future for a film, it's gonna be tough.
It is.
It's gonna be
It's
tough.
gonna be tough, dude.
But we'll see.
We'll be alright.
It'll be right. Mi brr.
So I gotta get out of here again.
I think you have to get out of here, and I need to do something with my life. So
You're doing a lot, dude. You're doing a lot. I'm proud of you.
Thank
Doing
you.
the Spanish podcast. You're pumping out like 40 episodes a week.
You're a mean guy.
I'm not mean. We're doing this. I
We're
think
doing this,
right.
and we're loving it.
Do you want to do it or am I doing it?
Well, I think I did it last time, so it's your.
Guys, follow us, please. If you have the chance, Instagram,
No.
Facebook. What?
You must. No, if you have the chance.
No.
Don't give
I
them
don't
the
want to
chance.
pressure. No, because you put pressure on people.
I
They don't
do.
want to do it.
You're right.
It's a free country. You do whatever you want.
For now.
My advice, please subscribe. Tito and the Greek, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, iTunes,
Everywhere, really.
Twitter.
Yeah. We
Not
have accounts.
TikTok.
Not TikTok.
I'm not going there.
They know that by now.
I'm gonna keep on saying them. So
Thank
please, guys, everything helps. Every view helps. Every share, every like button.
That's right.
Thank you for appreciating our funny captions that this guy puts up. So,
You betcha.
Tito,
Yes, my brother.
till next time.
Until next time.
Oh, and
soon.
I'm gonna start taking the train here. I kind of liked it.
You liked it, huh?
Yeah, not bad. 1 hour.
Wow, let's wait until
Not
you get
bad.
stabbed. I'm joking. I know.
fucked up.
Just be careful.
It's fucked
I'm
up.
joking.
Okay,
Anyway,
Tito.
bro. See you soon.
I'll see you soon. Don't.
Mwah.
Okay.
Because
Bye.
you know I love you.
Peace.
Ciao, ciao.